Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts and to the Spanish campaign, where in April of 1946, after a little bit of encouragement from myself, the Chinese have declared war on us. Ooh, Radar 2. Nice. We're making a fair amount of money selling those Basco-class destroyers. I already have the fleet en route. You can see them here. They should arrive in a couple of turns because we're going to try and invade probably Pengu first and then Formosa. We also have a couple of ships here, including the Celadon, which I moved over from the Caribbean. So I will just make sure that these ships and these ships and these ships are on sea control. The Chinese have a battleship, a battlecruiser, 6 heavies, 10 lights, and 6 destroyers. So they don't have a huge amount. Certainly nothing that can oppose our capital ship fleet, which is 11 capital ships. The other battlecruisers are on the way, but they're still over a year out. So, yeah, will be a while before they're in combat. But let's see what the Chinese have to offer. Okay, I decided to go for Formosa first, actually, because it had a lower invasion requirement, which surprised me. Anyway, we've got the Guangxi. Interesting. Pretty fast. Reasonable armor quality. Terrible crew training. 10.1s. Singles. Okay, and then these Yucheng class light cruisers, which I think are either ancient or terrible or both. That one doesn't look much better. Yeah, and against them we have the Korean Navy, plus the Sanchez down here, which is a Pronta. We have, a Covadonga. A Pila Quadruple. Oh, wow, that's an old ship. Two Almansas and some Bascos. So, interesting mixture. Oh, a storm? Piss off. Storms. So annoying. Right. So, Castilla. This is one of our new 7-inch cruisers. Be interesting to try her out. Then we have Favorita. Yeah, Valiente. This is the quadruple. So I'm going to detach her and I'm going to put these cruisers together with the destroyers. I'm going to follow. And you is very, very slow. You're going to follow behind at the back. Right, battle setup complete. Let's head for the enemy. Nice to see the Covadonga, even if it is a Korean one and not a Spanish one initially. Oh, physics engine is still loading up. What are we doing? Why are you at 23? Oh yeah, because of the storm. Of course. I think they look pretty good, actually. Even if they are in... Actually, in these heavy seas, this is kind of ideal for them, because that super high freeboard. We also have an Almanza, which is much less dry. had transports with them, so... hopefully we'll find them. Kind of looks kind of awkward in the water. I know I'm viewing it at like ×10 speed, right? Yeah, look how far out the keel comes. Ah, there is the enemy fleet. That's the enemy heavy cruiser. Actually doesn't look terrible. Oh my word. Those really are old. In 1946. And this is a frontline light cruiser, is it? Yikes. Well, let's see how the 7-inch guns perform. A hit already. Partial pin. And you can go to normal for normal spacing. Wow. Nasty hit. Oh, is this against one of the really old ships? Yeah. One would expect them to not be able to hold up to modern shells. Only Mark III guns as well. Which, on a 7-incher is quite concerning, given that we have the Mark V. Very unusual to get 2 generations ahead. But I must say the improved range, very helpful. Oh, this is a newer ship. Destroyer? No, it's a light cruiser. It's built like a destroyer, but it is a little bit more resilient by the looks of it. Oh, Favorita with a very solid hit puts her down. Yeah, look at this. Still using an expansion engine. Crook 1. Be amazed if they get a single shot off. It didn't exactly have a lot of armor to start with, but yep. Feels kind of wrong to sink ships like that. It's like you didn't do anything wrong. It's just a little museum piece floating about. Oh my word, torpedo hits and everything. I'm not too interested in taking on those light cruisers. I am interested in that heavy though, and what they are up to. There we are, we've got them ID'd now. 0 armor. What did you spec? Oh, it's not a very big ship. Yeah, this one is modern, but that's it's an interesting way to build a cruiser, but I'm using interesting in the very British way. Right, main guns on the Guangxi, please. Don't know if you've got the range yet, of course. No. So we'll be in range soon. as well. No armour at all. A lot of torpedoes. Oxygen 20s. Yeah, Mark 4 5-inch guns on that one. What are the Mark 10s? The 10s. Mark 3s. Okay. It does feel like China is a bit behind on the old tech. Might not be fighting their most advanced ships, of course. Ooh. See, that's what no armour does to you. Just massive amount of damage. There goes me my washing machine again. Obligatory reminder that I am currently saving up donations from the channel to get a soundproof door, because it's very loud for me when I'm recording when that thing's going. I don't know if you... Oh, you did fire. Can you avoid for everybody, please? Okay, destroyer's taken care of. Secondaries are working over the transports. Heavy cruiser is taking an awful lot of damage. And sunk. Goodbye, Convoy, which is going to evaporate at high speed. Those 3-inch guns actually proving useful for convoy elimination, as I hope they would. Castilla showing what the class can do quite well here, I think. Pleased with their performance. Okay, it wasn't exactly stellar opposition, but she's taken very little damage and she's handled this extremely well. There we go. And I'm going to end the battle there. Yeah, most of the damage done by Castilla. Well done to the Koreans. Thank you for your assistance in the war. Right, back to the map. Okie dokie, we've got some action. We've got a port strike all the way up here, which is interesting, including the San Pedro, which is a Nuestra class ship. We haven't seen those for a while. Dongen and some other very old stuff. Who's that's the Koreans? Torpedo boats. Jesus Christ. Mind you, it's not exactly like China has brought great stuff to the party. Oh my word. Well, haven't seen you for a while. Right. All the super old ships. Well, I'm going to put on AI control. And we're going to take command of the Reina Cristina. She stops jiggling. There we go. Oh, they're running. Wow. Yep. Well, stern chases aren't exactly exciting and thrilling things. So I'm gonna time-lapse this. Ah, there we go. There was a little bit of but no, by the book. Very, very simple. Apart from that, destroyer taking a couple of torpedoes, but it survived, so no problem at all. No problem at all. Next up, we have the Celadon in action. A bunch of light cruisers, which look pretty old. Again, getting some help from the Koreans. Have been very active, which I appreciate. Glad we sold them all those newer ships. After this episode, by the way, unless it's an interesting convoy battle, I won't keep showing it, but I thought that while the Chinese Navy existed, we might as well get a good look at their ships. I think they're rapidly going to find themselves in bother. Because they didn't have a huge navy to start with, and they've already lost quite a few cruisers. Good hit, but it was an overpen. It's actually a 6-inch gun that did the big damage there. Down goes one destroyer. There are torpedoes in the water over there somewhere. Oh, overturned it. Oh, actually, keep going. Just keep going. There we go. Oh, we hit them with a dud. Sadness. Right, there go the escorts. And the way they were behaving. I'm assuming destroyers? Yeah, destroyers. And here we have a light cruiser. Oh, that's not too bad. It's got a lot of guns on it. They're 5 inches, are they? 5.4. Ton of torpedoes. I don't hate that as an approach. Better than this thing. And definitely better than that. Oh, dearie me. What's the range on your torpedoes? .9. That is a little disappointing. It's the problem with fast torpedoes. They really only suit ships that are gonna charge in and try and just dump torpedoes at close range. They really, really do suffer if you're trying to do anything else with them. Big hit on that transport. Surrender. Right, let's have a look at you. A lot of 5-inch firepower. Pretty fast. Not armoured well. 23-inch fasts. Yeah, that's basically a giant destroyer. Not a bad type of ship to build. It's going to die horribly in this type of engagement because they're going really slowly. Because they're in a division with a very slow ship. Yeah, those are designed to rush in and unleash torpedoes on a high priority target like a battleship or something. Convoy escort duty is not their thing. Although they could probably do it okay against destroyers for a bit. Their lack of armor just is so bad. I'm pretty sure... I mean, if you look against... no, I don't have... Oh, I do have a destroyer. Yeah, one of my destroyers would struggle with its HE shells, but its AP shells could rip that thing up. Which... Yeah, it's just going to get killed by 5-inch guns. That's no good. Been enjoying Stealth 17's Chinese campaign quite a lot. She's been playing with Dip version 1. And goes another light cruiser. Yeah, they're not barely getting any shots on us, let alone hits and damage. Poor China. Not going well for them, the initial stages of the war. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, last battle of the month, and probably the last convoy battle from this war that I'll show off, because unless they're... Oh, storm again. 2 storms in one episode. Jesus Christ. The chances of storms are so low in Dip. It's like, come on. 1, which I haven't had any for a while, fair enough, but 2 in one episode. Bloody storms. Maybe it's the same storm. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with it's the same storm. It's a really old protected cruiser. Yeah, it is. I mean, we're basically doing the Chinese a favour by sinking these ships. Because they can't scrap them. Why they haven't refitted them, I have no idea. Like, yeah, they're not great, but they can be useful in this kind of role. Convoy defence, when their lack of speed doesn't matter. If you refit them with modern guns and put a ton of armour on them, they can be kind of annoying. Getting up into range. Something zipping around. That'll be the destroyer. Yeah, the great thing about Basco as well. Well, it's actually, in fact, the Basco. Oh, nice. Yeah, the amount of firepower they put out. You could just see when it got into range, because the number of numbers floating up really skyrockets. Should probably just try and get those 3 inches into range. Main guns on... screw it. Go on the Zusheng. Poor old Zusheng. Destroyer is making a play for the ships and gets completely destroyed, but does get a couple of torpedo hits in. Brave sacrifice by the Chinese ship there. Navarez will survive that. I'll let her put down the light cruiser so that the Basco can finish up. There we go. Good. Right. Let's go invade Formosa. I did this battle off camera, but I thought I'd show it off. Libertar has sunk the Changzhou and a bunch of transports. She had help from a Korean destroyer as well. Naval invasion here is at 100%, which is nice. In fact, it's so high, I'm tempted to try and simultaneously invade Penghu, which should be just about possible if I put the fleet kind of there. After Formosa and Penghu, we'll go for Hong Kong. And I think we have enough to go for southern China as well. And then we'll probably peace out. Because that'll just give me a land border with the British and the French, who both quite like me. Although the Germans actually like me now. Wow. That only took decades. And also, I will probably go to war with them at some point because I want to get this off them finally. I want to probably get this back and have a go at them over this. What's their army logistics at? 35, and ours is 48. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Not a convoy attack, but a battle with 2 of these Zikang class cruisers, Celadon or Celadon in action against them, which I don't think is going to be a huge issue, but it is a little bit different, and I'm not even sure how much China has left in terms of a fleet, to be honest. So I think I will check that after this battle. Oh, there was a light cruiser in there. Ooh, light cruisers. Oops. Detach. Detach you. You're just going to be on AI. You are going to follow the heavy cruiser. There we go. that's different. I like the look of it. Although single turrets is a terrible choice. Adds a hell of a lot of weight to that ship. 5 10-inch guns. That's actually not too shabby. Bit of a hit there. Wow, destroyers going all over the place. What are you doing? Wow! Oh my god, the chaos. The chaos. What the hell is going on? Oh, I love the screen command. It's so gloriously chaotic. Yeah, no armor on that. So the... Wow, those are fired in completely the wrong direction. The 5-inch guns might actually be able to hurt those enemy cruisers. Just got to get out of the way of these torpedoes. Wow, that destroyed. Oh! Unfortunate. Look at this guy. It's like, screw you. I'll engage heavy cruisers at close range. Are you the one that was already retreating? No, you're not. Ooh. Please do not sink. Right, back on track. Look at how much damage that cruiser is taking from a destroyer. You are not avoiding. Okay, you did start avoiding. Good, well done. Yeah, look, just got absolutely wrecked by 5-inch guns. Still afloat, a citadel's intact, but probably gonna... Oh no, it's ways off surrendering. Structure's dropping fast though. Oh, no, that's a citadel breach. Down she goes. There is a destroyer hiding somewhere. Really, you think it's over there? No, that's an old light cruiser. I mean, wow. Where did that come from? There is a destroyer somewhere. Poor museum piece getting chased down. No hope of escape. And destroyed. Oh yeah, I just need to wait 5 minutes and then I should be able to end the battle. I doubt the destroyer is going to show up. What the hell are you two doing? Supposed to be screening the heavy cruiser. Yeah, we'll just end the battle. Yeah. Very nice. The most damage is actually of those 3 torpedoes, and they didn't actually sink anything. Oh dear. China, no. Okay, we had a convoy battle, and you're like, you said you weren't going to do those. Well, I said I wasn't going to do them if they weren't interesting, but this one is interesting, because this is the flagship of the Chinese fleet, the Arrenti, or Arrenti, or Arrenti. Anyway, it's a $400 million battleship, so it's not nothing. It's pretty fast at 31 knots. It does come with modern-ish armour. It's crewed by cadets, which is a bit of a problem. It also has a ton of secondary guns and many bulkheads. So I just wanted to have a look at it, because if this had been an old, slow ship, I would have tried to torpedo it. I cannot possibly imagine that this has a lot of armour. 40,000 tons with that amount of firepower and that amount of speed. And it's saying 24.7 inch. That's probably on the turrets. Yeah, I think it would be a good way to lose this squadron, but it's very useful information. And I thought I would pass that along. Invasions will continue. Yeah, this one will finish like 2 months before this one, I think. And then we can go for Hong Kong. Just like I did with the battleship. By the way, we sunk one more destroyer and another convoy. The Mianyang class is revealed to us. Again, about 400 million. So no joke. It's too fast to torpedo it. It is also crewed by cadets. Yeah, interesting. 8 15-inch guns. The armour isn't the best quality, nor is it super thick anyway. But it might have enough to keep out... Well, I mean, it's probably got enough to keep out like a 7-inch gun. So again, I kind of need their battleship and battlecruiser to not be doing stuff. Mind you, there's no way they're going to engage the main fleet here. So I guess they're going to keep protecting their convoys with it. But they basically only have 3 ships. Battleship, battlecruiser, light cruiser. That's it. And if they're defending convoys, they're not attacking mine. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, we are spending a lot of money at the moment. That's fine. Interesting here. Mark 5.9s. Oh, hello. How are we doing on radar 3? That's going to take forever. Let's pop a priority into the radar, because that really does decrease it by quite a lot. Because I think we have autoloaders now. Turret mechanisms. I've gone past it. Yeah, advanced automatic gun reload is Auto 2s. Auto 2 and Radar 3 are basically the last 2 interesting techs, aside from gas turbines, actually. So let's prioritise both of those and get those complete. So that when we are going to do a round of refits, we will have all the components available to us. There we go. Formosa Falls. Absolutely fantastic. Next will be Pengu, which will take another couple of months. And then we'll move on to Hong Kong. What do we got here? Yeah, I'm not liking that. Do you have some Dutch ships helping out, which is interesting. And then there's a convoy attack way up here. And that is, again, their battlecruiser. Okay. Are they building anything right now? Yeah, they're building 3 ships. Okie dokie. Also, our economy has gone past Germany's, which is pretty cool. Right. Yeah. Let's take Pengu. Well, the game's decided that, despite the fact that this is a surprise strike, I'm not allowed to withdraw from it. So I'm going to save Libertar and Lister, and the Koreans are going to have a go. Sorry, Korea. Will allow us to get some proper info on this Chinese ship. You never know. Maybe we can torpedo her. I'm incredibly bad at this kind of battle torpedo attacks, and that battleship is so fast that I don't think this is going to work. But I know that people would be angry with me if I didn't at least try. So you're my ship. You're going home. You're coming in for an attack. You're coming in for an attack with your torpedoes off. You're coming in on an attack. Torpedoes off. You're a distraction. You're coming in. Torpedoes off. You're going home. And you're coming in. Actually, you're so old. Right. You're going on... just do whatever you want. Cool beans. Right. China, what do you got for me? I mean, it's not bad. Sensible layout. Big guns. Fast. It's more of a battle cruiser really than a battleship, but I'm somewhat concerned that it has literally no armor at all. Actually, you are no use to me. You should get out. Because you're very expensive. You can serve as a distraction of some sort. Smoke. We try and rotate the smoke as much as possible. Alright, everybody. Torpedoes to normal. They're coming in at pretty close range here. Just stay on course. I mean, they are taking damage. Torpedoes away. Oh, and hits. That's pretty spicy. You know, please tell me that the torpedo officer is... No, no, they're not. Oh, but someone else was. Who is that? Ulla, nice. Oh, it has no armor at all. We can kill it with the guns. Turn around. Turn around. Look at the amount of damage flying off her. Yeah, she's basically a battle cruiser. You can get away with a 9-inch belt on a battle cruiser in dip, but you can't get away with a 9-inch. You can't get away with putting like nothing on the 4.5 belt. You need at least 1.5 inch splinter decks, splinter like plate, to keep out low end high explosive shells, or your flagship is just gonna be turned into paste. Fucking hell are you two doing? It's because one of you's on AI control and being a muppet. Anyway, the battleship is sunk. That ends the battle instantly, which is probably good because the transports were about to go by destroyers. Nice. Well, that's another... Oh, God. Can you imagine being the Chinese admiral and hearing that your flagship just got killed by a bunch of... Well, not even that great ships, but a bunch of light cruisers and a couple of destroyers. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Especially as it certainly does have a secondary battery. More battles. This time the Caledon has found a mostly Dutch squadron, as it happens. But can eliminate them pretty quickly, I think. Again, I really wish you could attack miners directly, because I would absolutely take the Dutch East Indies. Wow, they're just racing in. Trying to get torpedoes off, maybe? My destroyer's like, you can play that game. Oh, they're exploding. Seen a flash fire in a while. On a mainline ship. And they're done. Okie dokie. Oh. There was something else out there, I seem to remember. Even if... is this one a Dutch ship? Yes. Oh, a couple of very old protected cruisers. Even older cruiser. Jesus. Feels kind of wrong to be tenderizing museum pieces, but there you go. Actually, you can just switch to follow. Good, good. Pengu Falls! Newt Newts in the chat, please. Right. Let's head to Hong Kong. And let us launch an invasion of the Chinese mainland. Wait, Eastern China? Oh, I'm in the wrong sea region. Okay, well, we'll have to wait a turn before we can launch that. And I'm not doing that, so I'll just do that and launch the invasion and update you when there's news. Well, here's some news. The Kelson does not have the option of withdrawing. I tried to withdraw. So it looks like the Bianyang is gonna get tested. Oh. I mean, particularly if you only have cadets for your ships, going with very lightly armoured designs that lightly armoured, fast, high firepower designs is a incredibly poor choice, because they rely on hitting the enemy first. And causing massive damage. Actually, you can just join this squadron. Right, let's go. I mean, that's a beautiful looking design. Really nice. 8 15.1 inch guns. Not too shabby. Okie dokie. It's close range. Ow. I think you're pretty lined up. Yep. Torpedoes away from the Sanchez. Next ship. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Fine torpedo at the Caledon. It's a bit rude. Oh, yeah, that's why you came in, because you put torpedoes on your ship. Oh, it does have armor. Oh, okay. Well, this is a much better ship than the other one. Electric 24-inch torpedoes as well. I mean, she is still taking a fair amount of damage here. Those torpedoes, that torpedo hit a bit more significant than I realised then. Come on, my army. Let's get your torps off. Sanchez is probably going to sink here. They don't think they have enough lead, but they do. This is Sanchez. Fucking fire! Before it's too late, they're turning away. Right. You have failed. Lister takes over. There's Caledon's chance here. Yeah, pretty low, but can try it. Oh no, it does get hits. Oh, that's a lot of flooding on Mianyang. Oh dear. That will definitely sink it. But also unfriendly torpedoes. Causing some problems for Caledon. Please tell me that ended the battle. Oh, it did. Oh, Caledon avoided as well. Jesus. Right. Well, shame about the Sanchez, but she did cause the damage that sank that battlecruiser. So she served with honour. I will order up a Basco to replace her. And, yes, very nice. Alright, Hong Kong has fallen. And we're now going to move up the coast. And we're going to take southern China. Then we are... I don't know. Yeah, this is too spicy. And tempting though it is to have a go at the Germans, I'd rather avoid having a land border with them for now. So we'll take southern China. This also locks the French and the British out from invading China over land, unless the British go through Tibet, I suppose. But it stops the French anyway. And, you know, it gives us a nice little Pacific base. So I'm going to try and do that. China has no fleet, so there's not much they can do. Oh, no, they have one ship. So there's not much they can do about this. Well, I don't know if the Chinese have rebuilt or resurrected the Mianyang somehow. But it's back. For me to sink again, and oh look, it's a Santa Scholastica class, the Santa Scholastica herself, that is going to do the honours. They were completed a couple of months ago, and I moved them over because I don't need them for their invade power, but I thought that they would be ideal to kind of look around and hunt down whatever ships the Chinese had managed to build, and that's exactly what has happened. So I'm pretty pleased with that. They get their combat debut. Get to try out the 16-inch 50 caliber gun. Decent accuracy right off the bat, actually. And a hit. Jesus. Don't even know what I'm targeting, of course. Probably look, but I think we are going for the battlecruiser. No, we're not. The battlecruiser exclusively, please. Plenty of other weapon systems that can shoot up transports. Oh, main deck pen. These are, of course, firing standard shells, not super heavy shells. So they're not quite the same as the armament on an Iowa class, but they are closer to it. They're not even getting a shot off. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh no! That kind of shows you just how far behind those Chinese ships are. When a state-of-the-art ship can show up, blow up a pretty decent, actually, battlecruiser without that battlecruiser being able to fire a single shot in response. Should definitely encourage surrender after we take southern China. Overpenning that poor transport. Not really supposed to take on transports with the main guns, but we're out of range with every other system. Notably, I don't think we even fired a single shot until just now with the 6-inch guns. It was a battle fought at extreme range. Flash firing transport, oh god. And here, taken out by a shell basically going directly into the forward magazine and detonating it. Right. Well, China, after you magically resurrected a ship, I think you're kind of done. There we go. Southern China has fallen. And I think at this point we can agree to end hostilities with China. In a show of good faith, I won't even blow up those destroyers that they just built. And 18 transports. Even though that's a very tempting target, I'm just going to end the turn live and see what they do. Now, the next country that we have terrible relations with is Japan. So seeing as I have all of my fleet over here, we might as well have a go at them and see what happens. We just scrapped a light cruiser. Interesting. Germany's scrapping a battle cruiser as well. That's also very interesting. Of course, the AI is taking forever to build a new ship. Only ever does this when I decide to end a turn live. There's still no ship pack for DIP version 2, of course, which is the main thing that improves the building new ships times. War continues. Fine. No prisoners for you. You have to wait. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed no on that second one. That means it's going to take me 6 months to wait for the peace treaty to come up again. Bloody damn it. Oh well, Japan's probably going to get pissed off with me. We're going to have a go at them. Anyway, that's going to be in the next episode, where I think, given that they don't have very much, they just have the home islands. There are basically 2 ways to attack the home islands. One is port striking Sasebo into the ground, and then trying a naval invasion of Kyushu. The other one is to attack through North through Hokkaido, because you can attack North and South Hokkaido through naval invasions and take them. You can take North Honshu as well, because it's a single port province. And you can take Sasebo, and you can take... Shikoku as well. The one that you can't really take easily is South Honshu, because it has two relatively large ports. But they're not that big, and we do have about 500,000 tons of naval invade power. So if we take all the rest of it, and the army doesn't do anything, then we can try and blow up Yokosuka or Tokyo, and then launch an invasion, which might just work. They got better army logistics than us, though. Is the only issue. It's pretty close though, so it's probably going to be pretty even. We've got a way larger army than they do, though, so we might be able to win through numbers. But yes, now we have the confusingness of... I know that ordinary sighted folks can see the difference between these two colours. So it's fine. But I find it very difficult to tell the difference between Spain and China. And I know I could adjust the colours, but I think it works for the majority of people, so it's fine. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see all of you in the next episode. Bye for now.